Okay guys, welcome back to Cycle Every Day. Today's video is going to be about the chain. So as I mentioned on my recent post, my chain has been kind of at the end of its life for a while. So what we're going to cover off is how do you know when you need to change the chain, and also the tools that you need to do it and how to do it as well. So we're going to crack straight on with the kind of how do you know when to change your chain and when it's near the end of the life. And what we've got here is a little chain tool, and basically this chain tool measures how a chain how old a chain is. So if we look, all you do is basically put this on your chain like this, and it measures 75% and 100%. Okay, now you can pick these up at places like Halfords or any other bike shops. And all you do is rest it on the top of your chain where it's flat, and if it fits, if this little recess fits into the chain at 75%, it means that the chain is 75% worn, and it's time to start thinking about maybe changing the chain or not. Obviously, when we turn it around, if we put it in at 100% and it fits in, then obviously your chain is 100% worn and you need to start thinking about changing that as well. Now this is a new chain, so I've already put the new chain on here, and so obviously this is not worn. The other key thing is also when you change the chain, you should also change your rear sprocket as well, because they wear together. If you don't change the rear sprocket and you just change the chain, there is a chance that it will slip. If you don't have one of these tools, though, there's other things you can look at in terms of knowing when your chain is near the end of its life. For example, when you're riding along, on the other day when it was wet, I was riding into work and I found that it started to slip a lot more. So when you're pedaling and putting some pressure onto the pedals, you might feel that it's starting to kind of miss and slip as you're going along. So that's another indication. Now I'll be honest with you guys, I did have this set up so that I was going to change the chain and show you how to do it. It was all set up, video camera on, recording, and actually when I came to I'd finished doing it and came back to the video, the memory card had run out. So I'd kind of already changed the chain by the time I'd got to that point. What I'm going to do is kind of put a link into a really good video by Hannah from Brilliant Bikes, because that's a video that I looked at as well, and it's really kind of informative and very easy to follow. So I'm going to put that link in so you can follow that if you want to change the chain yourself rather than doing one all over again. Some of the tools that you need: quick link breaker. So on your chain, on the Brompton chain, you'll have quick links, or one quick link. You can see that here. And basically all this tool does is fits in between the two quick links, and basically all you do is press it together to break and they come apart, and then you can take the chain off. But follow those guidelines on Brilliant Bike, because if you don't do things like take the tensioner off, it's going to spring back. So yeah, check that video out before you start doing anything else, and it's really going to help you out. I know it really helped me out, so thanks to Brilliant Bikes for making that video. Next thing, guys, is make sure you've actually got the right chain. So obviously on the Brompton, you've got lots of different setups. So my Brompton is a 3-speed, and this is a 50 tooth front and a 13 tooth on the back. Okay, so how do you find that information out? Well, when you buy your Brompton, you're probably going to know because of when you ordered it. But if, like me, you got your Brompton second hand, you might not know how it's set up. So on the front, what I did for this was actually just counted the teeth. So what I did was made a little mark with a marker pen, and then basically counted round the teeth to double check. So that's a 50. So when I counted it, it was 15. On the back, there's actually a mark on the sprocket which tells you how many teeth it is. So I know this one was a 13 teeth. The other key thing is before you order this new sprocket, that you order the right one for your setup. So for example, mine's a Sturmey Archer 3 spline. Obviously that's really important, because if you order the wrong one, the sprocket won't fit. So you just got to be really kind of key in terms of what you're ordering. The sprocket costs £5, the chain costs £15, so altogether it's cost 20 quid. This chain tool, I picked this up from Halfords. I think this was 10 quid. So altogether it's cost 30 quid. Next time obviously I won't need to buy this because I've already got it. I've had about 3,000, just over 3,000 kilometres on the chain. So you know, I think that's pretty good really, good value for money. The chain probably is going to wear out a bit faster on a Brompton because it's quite low to the floor, as you can see, compared to other bikes, so you get a lot more dirt and grime. So the key thing to making your chain last a bit longer is cleaning it, and we've already gone through that in a few other videos which I'll link, about keeping it clean, keeping it oiled, and just looking after it really to make it last as long as possible. One last thing guys is I'm also doing a kind of charity bike ride for Diabetes UK in April. So I'm going to put a link down if you want to sponsor me. So I'm going to be riding 500 miles during April, and all the money goes to Diabetes UK. And what I'm also doing is all the money that's made on the channel during April is going to be donated as well. So even if you don't, even if you can't donate, you know, you'll still be helping out if you by watching the videos. And like I say, any money that's made during April from the YouTube channel is going to be donated. So you know, if you can sponsor me, brilliant. If not, don't worry about it, it's still fine. You know, still appreciate all your support guys. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I just wanted to share the fact about how easy it is to change the chain really more than anything else, and things to look out for if you're worried about the chain on the Brompton. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.